All right, so today we are doing a deep dive into what I'd call a quiet hero in a lot of AV installs, the Aurora Multimedia DXB-8i G2W.
That's a good way to put it. It's just an 8-button control pad, on the surface.
Right, but our mission today is to figure out how this simple single gang panel really becomes the brains of a pretty complex room.
Exactly. And it's all about the details.
So let's start with the commercial side, because right off the bat, this is a big deal. It's advertised as tariff-free, made in the USA, and TAA compliant.
And that TAA part, the Trade Agreements Act, that's the magic ticket, isn't it?
It is. If you're bidding on U.S. government contracts, you often have to have that. And then you see the price point, and it's not just budget-friendly. It becomes almost a mandatory choice.
Yeah. So what's fascinating here is how much control they've managed to pack into such a small footprint. I mean, the core strength is just universal compatibility.
It's built to talk to everything.
Just about everything. You've got your modern and your legacy control types all in one box: Ethernet, RS-232, and IR.
Okay, so let's get into the guts of the connectivity. Behind that standard switch plate, you've got one LAN port, and it's PoE.
Right, power over Ethernet. So
Yeah.
no separate power brick, which immediately cleans up the install.
A huge plus. And then you have the legacy stuff.
Yeah, one RS-232 serial port and one dedicated infrared port.
But the RS-232 port has a little hidden gem in it for installers, doesn't it?
It really does. Beyond just the data, it includes a 5-volt DC output.
And if you've ever had to install a device that needs its own little power supply,
Oh, that's a massive win. You can often power the thing you're controlling directly from the panel. You just killed the need for another wall wart.
it solves a huge pain point.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of efficiency, the whole system is, what, like 1 watt?
Maximum 1 watt. It's incredibly low power.
Okay, so let's pivot to the physical side, how it fits into a room.
Well, it fits in any standard one gang to chorus style outlet, but the key is its depth. It's only 0.98 inches deep.
So it can go into shallow table boxes, floor boxes, places where depth is always the enemy.
Exactly. And then you get to the buttons themselves. 8 of them, backlit, and you can pick the color red, green, or blue.
Which is perfect for, a dimly lit auditorium or conference room.
For sure. But the customization goes so much deeper than just the color. This is where the real deep dive begins.
This is the programming.
Absolutely. Think of it like a mini command center. You can assign commands over Ethernet, TCP, or Telnet, plus your serial and IR. You're not just sending simple on-off signals.
So that's my question. You've only got 8 buttons. How do you get that really granular control for a whole room?
That's the best part. The power is in how it reads a button press. You can program commands on 4 different actions.
4. Okay, break that down.
A command can trigger on the press, on the release, on a toggle, and on a hold. 4 actions for every single button.
Okay, so let me see if I've got this. One button, I could press it to turn the projector on. But if I hold that same button down,
It could execute a completely different command, like it starts closing the blinds, or maybe it slowly dims the room lights.
wow, that multiplies the functionality by 4 right there.
Exactly. And on top of that, it supports macro functions. So you can build a whole sequence, turn system on, switch to HDMI 2, recall audio preset, and boil it all down to a single touch.
So to wrap this all up, what we're looking at is this really simple box that's low power, it's compliance ready.
And it uses that deep programming to basically translate between all these different control languages: serial, IR, Ethernet, all of them.
It's the simple interface that manages profound complexity.
It really is. It proves that sometimes the most important tech in the room is the thing that makes it all easy for the user. Just 8 buttons.
Agreed. So here's a final thought for you to take away. Given its ability to connect serial, IR, and Ethernet commands all at once, what 3 complex multi-protocol devices in your own life could you simplify and unify using a single, highly customizable 8-button interface? Something to think about.